Hello students, I hope you are doing good. Today we will start with a new topic, list. All these topics are interlinked, so if you haven't watched the previous video, then the link is given in the description box. You can go through it. Let us continue with our next topic from the series Python 0 to Hero. This video is meant for beginners to understand the basics of Python. So what are lists? Lists are the containers which store heterogeneous elements of any type. We can store any type of data in the list. Lists are mutable, means we can modify the list after the creation. We can easily add and remove elements from the list. Lists are similar to tuples and strings, but lists are mutable while string and tuple are immutable. In the last video I told you that strings are immutable. Okay, so now let us see how we can create a list. In Python we can create different type of list. First is empty list. This type of list does not contain any element. This list is equivalent to 0, or we can say it is empty. We have not passed any element. So when we print the list, print L, then it will show the empty list. Next is mixed data type list. This type of list contains different data type elements. Elements in the mixed data type list are type of integers, string, etc. So we can include integers, strings, and we can also add another list. Next is long list. In Python you can create long list which contains many elements that may be different or same. So we can add many elements into a list. This type of list can contain many elements. Next, how can we create a list from existing sequence? List can be created from existing sequence such as tuples, string, etc. So we can create a list using those strings or tuple. Element of list will be represented individually separated by comma. So like in this example, we are creating a list. L is equal to list. In the bracket we have written program. So we are passing a string. We have written a string that is program. So now when we display list, that is L, so it will display all the elements of the string individually separated by comma. We can also let the user to input the list elements. Python also allows us to create list of digit or strings which can be entered through keyboard. So user can enter the elements of the list. How can we access the elements in the list? List can be accessed by index number. With the help of index number, you can access the individual elements from the list. Like we studied in the last class, there are two ways of indexing. One is positive indexing and the other is negative indexing, or we can say reverse indexing. So let us study them one by one. Index number 0 represents the first element of the list. Index number 1 represents the second element, and so on. This is called positive indexing. Similarly, the index number -1 represents the last element of the list. -2 represents the second last element. -3 represents the third last element, and so on. This is called negative indexing. So we can represent the elements in any way as we wish. Like in this example, we have written the command L, in the bracket we have written 2. The element representing the index number 2 will be displayed, that is -44. Next, L, in the bracket we have written -3. So element corresponding to the index number -3 will be displayed, that is the. So the string the will be displayed. Next, we can also add and display the list elements. Like in this example, we have written L, in the bracket we will write 2, plus L, in the bracket we will write -2. So 44 minus 44 plus 34, that is equal to -10. If you will give decimal number or string as an index number, then it will give an error. For example, we have written L, in the bracket we have written 2.5, so it will display an error. Next topic is traversing. Traversing a list is a process to iterate the element, to move from one element to another element in a list. Moving from one element to another is called traversing. With the help of traversing, you can iterate all or particular element of a list. Now in last class I told you that how we can traverse a string. So first way is using the for loop. For loop allows to iterate or traverse all the elements of the list for I in list, and then we will print the value of I. I is any variable. So we have taken a list containing elements W, O, R, L, D, comma 8, comma 3. So in the output we will get W, O, R, L, D, 8, 3. I hope you understood this. Next we can also display the strings. We can also display the elements in the same line. How to do this? Print, and in the bracket we have written I, comma, end is equal to double quotes, and then we will close the bracket. So the output will be displayed in the same line. Next we can also access the elements of a list using the range function. If you want to traverse the specified elements of the list, you must use the range function. If we want only some specific elements, then we can use the range function. So that is the difference. Now what are the operations which we can perform on list? First is concat list. Concat means to add two lists together, to add one list with another list. For example, L1 is equal to, in the bracket we have written 45, 11, 7, and we have taken another list. L2 is equal to, in the bracket we have written 4, 79, 3. So we have taken two lists. Now we are taking another list. L is equal to L1 plus L2. So we are combining the two lists, L1 plus L2. So in the output we will get 45, 11, 7, 4, 79, 3. So the concatenate operator is used when two lists are to be joined. If you add one list to another list using concat operator, if you add one list to an integer or string, then it will give an error. For example, L is equal to L1 plus 8. So the error will be displayed. Next is replicating the list. Replicating means to make the copy of the list, to multiply a list with a variable. For example, L1 is equal to 45, 11, 7. So we have taken a list containing elements 45, 11, 7. Now we are multiplying L1 with 2, L1 asterisk 2. So now it will create a copy of L1. Replicating operator is used when one list is to be replicated. But if you want to use two lists as operands with replicate operator, then it will give an error. For example, we have taken a list L1 and we have taken another list, that is L2. Now if we multiply L1 with L2, L1 asterisk L2, then it will give an error because we cannot multiply, we cannot replicate the two lists together with each other. Next is slicing. Slicing is a process to extract the subpart of the list, to divide the list into small parts. In Python, indexing is used for slicing the list. Now we can divide a list by using indexing. So this is a syntax. List name, in the bracket we will pass the starting value and the ending value. Start colon stop. Start stands for starting value and stop stands for the ending value. So we have taken any list. For example, we have taken a list containing elements 45, 50, 55, Neha, Riya, 20, 25, ABC. So now we can slice the list. List 1, in the bracket we have written 2 colon 4. So the starting value is 2 and the ending value is 4. So those elements which start with index value 2 and 3 will be displayed. So in the output we will get 55, Neha. Next we have written command list 1. In the bracket we have written 0 colon 4. So those elements having index value 0 to 3 will be displayed. Index value 0 represents 45. So 45 will be displayed. Index value 1 represents 50. So 50 will be displayed. Index value 2 represents 55. So 55 will be displayed. Index value 3 represents Neha. So Neha will be displayed. Please note that the list can be modified using slicing. Lists are mutable, means they can be modified after creation. So we can modify the list using the slicing. Next topic, working with list. Various operations can be performed on the list, such as appending, updating, deleting, etc. Appending elements. Appending means to add individual elements to an existing list. For this, append method is used. For example, we have written list is equal to, we have taken a list containing elements 45, 34, 12, 45. So we have taken a list. Now we are appending an element, that is 66. So we have written a command, that is list append. In the bracket we have written 66. So now 66 will be added to the list. Updating elements to a list. Since the lists are mutable, so it can be modified. You can update or change the elements in the list using the index number. For example, we have taken list. Now we want to change the element which represents the index number 1. So the index number 1 represents element, that is 33, and now we want to change it to 49. So we can modify the elements using the index value. So now in place of 33, 49 will be displayed. So 33 is replaced with 49. Next is deleting element from the list. How we can delete elements from a list? Elements can be deleted from a list using del keyword, del keyword. Suppose we want to delete any element from the existing list. We have already created a list. Now we want to delete an element corresponding to index number 2. So the index number 2 represents 12. So 12 will be deleted from the list. Next, we can also delete the elements from a particular range. Other method which is used to delete an element from the list is pop. Okay, अब हम आगे बढ़ते हैं. Next topic is list method. There are many methods to manipulate a list in a Python. Extend. This method is used to add multiple elements to a list. So we can extend any list. This is different from append method which we have discussed earlier. Append methods add individual elements, while extend method adds multiple elements to a list. We can add one list to another list using extend. So suppose we have taken a list that is L1 and we have taken another list that is L2, and now we have written command L1 dot extend. In the bracket we have written L2. So in the end we have added list L2, and now the list L1 contains L1 and the elements of L2 also. Next is insert. Like append and extend method, insert method is used to add elements in a list but at specified index number. Remove. This method is used to remove the element which is passed as an argument. Pop method is used to remove the element whose index number is given as an argument. So we can remove any element from the list. Like we have taken an example, list1 dot remove. In the bracket we have written 76. So we want to remove the element 76. So now the list 1 will be displayed and the element 76 will be removed from it. But if you pass an element which is not in the list, in the existing list, then it will show an error. Error will be displayed. Reverse method. This method is used to reverse the elements of a list. So now the list will be reversed and will be displayed in reversed order. Sort method. This method is used to arrange the elements in ascending order in a list. If you want to arrange the elements in alphabetical order or in a sequence, list1 dot sort, then all the elements will be arranged in a sequence. I hope you like this video. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment box. In next class, we will do dictionary. Thank you.